How close did you actually come to going to WCW?
We were going through such a incredibly difficult time. You know, they were down there doing really cutting edge stuff, more, um, I don't know, more mature, I guess, for no better term, mature storylines and stuff that was much more mainstream. And we had all of these, and I know this will sound funny coming from a character, but like we had these really just over the top characters that weren't really resonating well with the audience. And again, business was horrible. The direction at the time was horrible. And I remember talking with Kevin Nash. He's like, "Mark, man, you need to make that jump now. Like, I think, you can, this is the kind of money, they're handing out. And I think, you could do well down here, And I was like, I listened to it. I would be lying if I didn't think like, wow, that's because again, we're working at the time we're working 20, 25 days a month and barely making enough money to survive. Um, it was difficult. And I knew that they were down there giving money away, just so that talent wouldn't be available to WWE. And so I listened, and honestly, I considered it, and but at the end of the day, I just thought like I'll never forget. And although the same people weren't in charge at WCW at this point, I'll never forget. And I've told the story many times, and obviously people know this story really well, but being told that you'll never draw money in this business really struck a nerve with me. And the one guy that believed in giving me a chance, because Vince wasn't completely sold on me either, but the one guy that gave me a chance was Vince and the WWE. That meant more to me than the instant money that I could have made, which could have got me out of debt and all of those things. I knew I had confidence in the company, and I had confidence in Vince that the ship would right itself, and I would be down there, and I would be miserable because I had made a poor decision. Vince believed in me, and I felt obligated to stand by him, even when business was so bad. But I knew that we could turn it around, and I just like, you know what? It's a great deal, but I can't do it. I got to stay here, and I got to be part of something that's going to be huge. And I, that's what I believed. And that's exactly what ended up happening.
When the NWO came back to WWE, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was a great idea. Vince is an incredible businessman, and where things would like throughout my time with Vince and WWE, there were a lot of things that come about where wrestlers had done this or had said this about him or said this about the WWE. And Vince always had that ability to like, you know what they can provide for us or what they can do for us at this point is far greater than what they've said about us. Like when it come to business, like he could get by the personal beef or whatever. Like it was what, and I know it's kind of been said as a, kind of a catchphrase, but what's best for business was a true statement with him. And, all of those guys, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and Hogan, and I mean, those were all big names in our industry. And he felt that if they could tap into that stuff and bring it to WWE and help us, then he was all for it. So, at this point, I mean, I trusted his judgment, and we had already won the battle. So, if they can help us, then let's go. I didn't have personal beefs with, I didn't have any kind of personal beef with Nash or Scott. So I didn't care one way or another in that aspect. I mean, I didn't hold a grudge because they kicked our ass for so long. I was just like, hey, if they make us better, I'm all for it. And that was Vince's, that's the way he looked at it too.
What was your take on the curtain call at MSG?
I wasn't there, and it was probably a good thing that I wasn't. Yeah, it goes against everything that I believe about the business, especially at the time that it happened. I thought it was selfish. I get it. I mean, these guys they were all best friends, and they'd been through a lot together and traveled up and down the roads together. I mean, I get where they were coming from, but I just thought that they put themselves ahead of the business for that time period. I think in today's product, I don't think it is what it is. But I mean, if it happened today, then it's just like, oh, well, yeah, everybody's out of pocket about the business. It's me included. I mean, I'm part of that, but it's just back then it was a different time and it was a different era. And, I just looked at it as, I thought it was a selfish move, and, that's business. I don't care. I don't hold any personal grudges about it. It's happened and we've moved on, and the business has boomed, and it is what it is. But at the time, no, I didn't care for it at all.
When Sting came to WWE, did you think you were finally going to have a match with him? And why didn't the match happen?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that the people had already been clamoring for that match for a long time, and it seems like a no-brainer. Like, why on earth would you not do that? But for whatever reason, Vince did not see it, didn't like it, didn't want it, and I was like, man, this is a home run. This is an easy main event for a pay-per-view. But I don't really have an answer. I never really had a in-depth conversation with Vince about why he didn't want to do it. My goodness, a Sting versus Undertaker. I mean, he's obviously knows more about business than I do, but that one just seems like a home run. That was just, they decided to walk the guy instead of pitch to him. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I mean, I don't have any regrets. It wasn't my decision. But my goodness, I would have loved to have been able to have that match, and I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But what could have been? I mean, it would have seemed like a no-brainer. But it'll be discussed for the rest of time. A what if could have happened? What if these two guys would have been able to do it? But I remember running into Sting. I think it was after the WrestleMania that we didn't work. I remember we were on the same plane together, talking. I was like, I don't know, like this is beyond me. I don't know why. But it is what it is, man, I guess. Yeah, I think Sting, that's probably got to be the biggest miss of a WrestleMania. Those two characters, that would have done some incredible business. I don't, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.